One. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2. Ah. See? We have extra.
The things we have to do in our life.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Kaplan, welcome to paradise.
Thank you so much.
The
It's beautiful.
things we have to do in our jobs, you know?
You have a beautiful job. You get to tend to these wonderful gardens.
I know, thank you very much. Have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I got a chance to harvest sugarcane
You managed to.
with the machete. Well, 30 by 30, right? 30% of the...
Well, that's another story.
Sorry, we have to talk about it. How are we going to do this? Well, thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be here and to have a chance to see how some of these herbs that are in the garden transfer themselves into wonderful cooking by your chef.
Yes, actually the whole of Singapore can be converted into a faith garden. Food always in the home.
Well, as we're enjoying this lovely appetizer, let me ask you about the future of farming in Singapore and where is the country now and where do you see it going in the future?
Well, you know, the problem with Singapore is we are all sucked up in this that we have no land. So actually I think they have to first of all go back to basics and face the truth. We have plenty of land. You look at every HDB estate is full of land. Number two, they have to just make gardens around the HDB estates and grow food that we can eat.
You picked this time. I picked the last one.
Okay, I think the easiest to eat is the wild pepper.
Wild pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, this grows everywhere, even in Orchard Road, it grows.
So we were talking about the future of farming, and I'm wondering how you feel the young people of Singapore can get more involved in what now is almost turning into an art as opposed to a lifestyle. And I think it would be an interesting thing for folks to hear how they can be more involved in this wonderful experience.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people care about our country. A lot of youngsters, especially that I have met in the trying to do farming, they are all very keen, they're all very interested. And the young people actually that I have met, I have much hope for, right? Because they have the right mindset. Yeah. You know, money is not the make all and be all. But the biggest problem in Singapore is, remember, even in the HDB estate, they are limited to what they can do. They can't just decide to put a big garden outside the corridor. So it's basically all boils down to design. So if they redesign the housing board estates in such a way that the young feel some ownership, right? And they can do what they want to do, like do some gardening, do some planting. So the idea is to instill upon people. I think the young people know it.
So while we're eating this lovely dish, how can the U.S. be helpful here in Singapore and helpful to you as you continue to keep the focus on sustainable agriculture and using the Singaporean land to produce food?
Well, although you may not come here to do farming, your systems and your operations and your manufacturing, etc., is so advanced. For example, we have plenty of land. You can put as many solar panels as you want, because we farmers will be happy with the solar panels. We can plant underneath, and the electricity we can generate is fantastic, and we sell it back, we give it back to the government. You know, we help that way because they let us use land very cheaply. Farming land is very cheap, but the length of time is the problem. But I hope today is the start of a great relationship. Thank you for visiting us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.